Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from Homemaker. Before I start with our today's video, I would like to take a few seconds to thank all our viewers who have liked and subscribed to our channel. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe for our new releases every week. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's start with our today's video. First, I'll start with the introduction, a quick introduction of this plant. So friends, this plant is known as Peperomia Obtusifolia or radiator plant and also known as baby rubber plant. But this plant is not rubber plant because rubber plants are called Ficus elastica, whereas this plant belongs to Peperaceae family and they're native to the tropicals of South America. Unlike other peperomias that I've talked about in the past, like Peperomia caparata rosso, Peperomia sunrise, and albovitata, this peperomia, that is Peperomia obtusifolia, is quite a hardy plant and can tolerate abuse to a certain extent. Like I can tell that I have neglected this plant many times, like sometimes forget watering it or fertilizing it or leaving it outside below temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. But this plant, from the looks of it, you can say that it's doing really great. It's healthy, it's bushy, it's beautiful. The best part about these plants is that these plants are completely non-toxic, which means that they are completely safe for kids and pets if they are around. So friends, today I will be sharing some of the tips to grow a healthier and bushier Peperomia obtusifolia. So stay with us till the end of this video. Starting with the soil conditions, I would suggest you to use a peaty soil for your peperomia. And the reason why is that the peaty soil will help to retain moisture in its roots for a longer period of time, and that is very important to grow a healthier Peperomia obtusifolia. Also, I would recommend you not to repot your plant again and again. The reason is that this plant has got fragile root system, as I said before. One thing is that if you repot your plant very often, the roots will take a lot of time to adjust itself to the new soil conditions and new environment, and that will affect the growth of these plants. The other thing is that these plants like to be root bound, and if you repot them again and again, the root system can get damaged. So just leave it in the same pot if it's nice and healthy. Only repot when you can see the roots coming out through the drainage holes. The next point number 2, is fertilizing. So friends, fertilizing our indoor plants is very important. They need the good nutrition to grow nice and healthy. But as I said, that these peperomias, they are like succulents. They do not need a lot of feeding. They are very weak feeders. So always use weak dilution of liquid fertilizer for your peperomias. For my peperomias, I use a weak dilution of seaweed solution. You can use whatever you use for your indoor house plants. And I fertilize my plants once in 2 months, and that is what's working for my plants. They are doing great with that frequency. But if you want to fertilize them once in a month during the spring season and summer season, please do that. Use a weak dilution. Do not over fertilize them because it will burn their delicate root system, and it will also show the effect on the leaf, their shine, and their variegations as well. Next point is the lighting conditions. It's very important to keep your plant in a bright indirect light for their growth and development. But if you provide too much of bright light to your plant, the leaves will start to fade out and your plant will start looking very dull and it will lose its shine. So it's very important to maintain how much amount of light that you're providing to your plant throughout the day. Also, these plants can tolerate low light conditions and they can even survive beautifully in fluorescent lighting as well. But low light exposure for a very long time will affect the growth of this plant. And also, if you have a variegated variety of Peperomia obtusifolia in your house, then you will see the variegations going away and the leaves reverting back to a whole green. So these peperomias, it's very, very important to maintain that balance of the amount of light that you provide to these plants. The next point is the watering conditions. So as I said earlier, that these plants are like succulents, so they don't need a lot of water, and especially Peperomia Obtusifolia, you can see that the leaves are quite thick, and they can store a lot of water in their thick leaves and the stem. So you don't need to keep on watering too much. Try bottom watering for your peperomias. And if you grow them in a peaty soil, you don't need to water that often. For my peperomias, I always check my soil before I water my peperomias. If the soil is moist, it feels moisture, you do not water your plant. If the top layer up to a knuckle, it feels dry, then please go ahead and water your peperomia, because these plants are very, very susceptible to root rot and stem rotting. And if you end up overwatering your peperomia, then it's gone forever, because it will develop root rot, and also the stems will and the leaves will start falling over. Give a quick shower to your plant once in 2 to 3 weeks. This will help to remove the dust accumulating on the broad leaves of your plant. Not only this will help to make your plant look beautiful, shiny, and vibrant, but also it will help the plant to photosynthesize easily, which will help in its rapid growth and development. So friends, last but not the least is pruning. So you can prune your Peperomia Obtusifolia during the spring season to maintain, first thing is to maintain the shape of your peperomia, because what happens is that when the leaves grow bigger, they become heavy because of the thick leaves and the stem and everything. They become heavy and they drop down like this. Now if you like that look of your plant, like droopy leaves and droopy stems, you can leave it, but I like a more bushier look and not the droopy one, because it starts to look quite messy to me. So I just give it a cut, a trim during spring season. What happens is that it will not only maintain the shape of your plant, but it will also initiate the side growth, which will make your plant look more bushier. So do that once in spring season. You can use those cuttings to propagate your Peperomia Obtusifolia, so there is no waste. So friends, this was all about Peperomia Obtusifolia and some of the tips how to grow a bushier Peperomia Obtusifolia. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like our video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel for more interesting and informational videos, and we'll see you next time with another exciting video. Till then, keep gardening, stay safe. Bye bye.